West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Speaking of Todd, he's a fashion icon. Look at this stupid fucking shirt. This is the greatest shirt that I've ever owned. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to West Coast Wednesday from the West Coast Avengers. Look at what $17 at Walmart gets you, even when you order it through the mail. Big shout out to Tej for turning me on to this moronic, awesome shirt. Like we were talking about the other day, how hard it goes. You got, what's his name? Nathan, Aunt May's boyfriend spraying the Raid and the Scorpion and all this stuff. Anyway, hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? High fashion, exactly. Let's say hello to some friends. Red, finger red, number one. Finger red, number one. Finger red, number one. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that much kind of desire. Hello, Josh. Derek Neiman. Hello, my friend. Cowboy Derek. Tyler, or as I like to call you, Reliant. And you call me Ivad. What's up, Joe? Ah! This man got style. I got style. I got grace. I don't. Duty. Hi, Zach. Duty. Hi, Zach. It is high fashion. You know what? Yo is backwards, Ray. Oi. Yeah, it's apparently the Bucko chat. I'm not a part of that chat anymore because I don't like group chats, but I'm still a Bucko. Always a Bucko. Once a Bucko, always a Bucko. Whoa. That sounded like Comic Tim. Speaking of Comic Tim, I wonder how he's doing. Canadian Survivalist. Hello. Russell Gano. Did I pronounce that right? Gano. How you doing? Miles, what's going on? Oh, thanks, Ryan. Yeah, like I said, $17 at Walmart. You can't go wrong with the Dodfather. Hey, the Dodfather. Thanks, Leo. Hey, Pot Crack. Hola. How you doing? And I am well, thank you. Mike Boyle in the... Whoa, what were those? Mike Boyle in the house. What's up, brother? Derek Strom in the house. What's up? Oi. And I got your name right. Russell Gano. All right, so what's tonight? Tonight's just going to be where I hang out. I have some odds and ends for sale. A lot of cards, some slabs, I was just like, you know what, if I'm going to sit here and talk, maybe I'll sell some stuff. We're not doing books on the wall or anything like that. We will return to that next week. And then let's take a look at I'll open the secondary camera for a second. I'm going to do some giveaways tonight. This Doom book came out today. This is the Greg and Tim Hildebrand cover. What's his name? Oh fuck. It's John Hickman and oh my god. I just lost his name. Bitterroot. Oh my god. My names are just escaping me. He's a co-creator of Bitterroot. And his name's right on the tip of my tongue. Yes, Sanford Green. Yes. This is a brand new book that came out today. It's a Doom one-shot. Pretty dope story. The art, Sanford Green's art is amazing. I'm going to give away this really minty copy of Frank Miller, one of my favorite Frank Miller covers, Daredevil 188. And then if you buy something tonight, well, if you buy one of the pins, and you don't have a West Coast Avengers pin, I'll throw in one of those. There we go. And then if you buy something, you get a couple of stickers too for free. It is a great cover. Has the spec crew already destroyed? I don't think so. I mean, there's no what spec is it? It's just a great book. I think honestly, Tyler, I think the reason why people are talking about this book is because it's really cool. So, John, if you're watching this, why are you texting me? I'm live. I gotta close some things so I don't see any more messages. Perfect timing. What's up, Nick? This is gonna force quit that and force quit that. Okay, there we go. She could, if she was real, Tyler. Awesome, Joe. I'm glad to hear that. I have a big pin collection, so I'm not going to tell you not to. Yeah, exactly. And I think Sanford Green, like they co-plotted it together. Like Hickman gave him some guidance, but it's mostly a Sanford Green story. Guess this mean I can't ask Dave you want to go to Micro Wrestling All Stars for a front row free? No, I cannot. I am right here. I am who I say I am. So forget it. I'm just all right. So we'll do some stuff. We'll hang out for a little bit. I will not talk spoilers on the X-Men 97 finale, but holy shit, that was great. Actually, I guess it was technically my only prediction of, by the way, I appreciate that, Nick. My only prediction for the show came true. And all I have to say is if you haven't watched it, make sure you wait until the credits are done because there is a post-credit scene. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was great. I'm sure a lot of you have watched it. Feel free, without any spoilers in the chat, feel free to chime in what you thought about it. Because, it came out less than 24 hours ago and I'm not an asshole. I don't talk spoilers. But maybe next week we can, or maybe this weekend, maybe I'll do an X-Men show. Who knows? What up, Mattis? Screen Crush is the perfect YouTube channel after watching each episode. I've never heard of that before. What's up, Jason? What's up, Mattis? Konnichiwa, Davey. Welcome back to America. I'm sorry that you had to leave Japan, Derek, but it looked like you guys had a blast. Both you and your wife had a great time. Linda posted some great photos. You posted some great photos. I'm excited to pick your brain because I think I want to go to Japan at the end of the year. There you go. Fantastic. No notes. Speaking of, a couple of things. Let's get this out of the way. We're only 7.5 minutes into the show. Next month, if you are a Washington resident or Pacific Northwest resident, I will be doing a very large double-sized table at SummerCon. Don't know my booth number yet, but I'll be located in the area where Artist Alley is. And aside from that, if you are going to be going to Heroes at North Carolina, look for this mug because I'll be there walking around, hanging out. Okay. Yeah, I second that, Derek. I'm down. I'll give you a shout and we can talk. I'll go for a nice little walk. Yesterday, I went for a walk and I ended up buying 3 Golden Age comic books, which is not how things usually work for me. But yeah, some great stuff at I'll talk about that later. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks. Maybe that depends if you're actually going to be there. A lot of times you're like, but yes, we will hang out. All the Supermen are going to be at SummerCon. Good lineup. Ryan Otley's going to be there. Starlin's going to be there. I forget who else they announced. Okay, here comes the time where I tell you you've got to do me a favor. Yeah, that's right. Trying to grow the podcast. The podcast is called Direct Edition. It's not just about comics, about everything. Released the buffer episodes are me taking the interviews I do on this channel and putting them on the podcast as I grow my audience. And then I can start reaching out to other guests that are not comics. The podcast is on all streaming platforms. Also, it's got its own YouTube channel. You can find all the links down below. It'll say Direct Edition Podcast. So please follow it, listen to it. Tell me, rate it. I'm looking to grow it. And without an audience, you can't do that. And then you can't ask people like, hey, Mark Hamill, you want to come on my podcast? When I call him up on my hand phone. Anyway, you get the idea. talk about a couple other things in a second. So Derek, I had a ad up on Craigslist, and as I was walking, like I do this like kind of like 2.5 mile walk. It's kind of like this little thing I do. And he messaged me, and like we ended up meeting up in the park down the block from my house, and it was just a stack of comics, no box, no bags, no boards, no blades, no bows. Keep your weapons at the door. What is it? No blades, no bows. Yeah, leave your weapons at the doors. And so I looked through them, and I ended up buying those like a detective, Golden Age Batman, and an Archie, a Golden Age Archie. It was the first time anything like that had ever happened. I wish it was a trench coat, but was looking into hotels of flights heroes, and I realized, oh yeah, no, you get murdered in your sleep, Aaron. You don't want that. And then we'll all have to say his name was Aaron Perez. Remember it. Oh, thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Would Mark Hamill pick up the phone with a banana or a shoe? Oh, definitely a shoe. He's a shoe. Yeah, he's definitely a shoe phone guy. I am on Twitter. I just fucking hate Twitter because it's like diarrhea for social media, whereas Facebook is like schmegma of social media. The lineup is absolutely crazy. No, it totally is. Why is this table being all like, let me see if that fixes it. Yeah, it's basically every artist, period. And I am literally just going there to like, I'm going to only buy original art when I go to Heroes. I'm not going to buy any comics. Like, it's just too much to fly. It's enough to fly with art. But anyway, lots of kayfabe homies going to be there. King Kayfabers. Lots of people that I've interviewed are going to be there. It'd be nice to meet face to face. I've been talking to Jim Rugg, and it's, like we were talking, like it'll be really nice to meet each other. And then, yeah, basically I'm just going to be approaching artists and writers and be like, hey, I need to get you on my channel. Face to face, it's a lot easier than, shooting off emails. I mean, I sent off like 4, 5, 6 emails in the last 24 hours, and I don't know if I'll hear back from anybody, but when I'm standing in front of them, it's gonna be a lot easier. Like, it'll be really nice to meet Daniel Warren Johnson in person. It'll be nice to see Bob Hall again. Like all these people. So I'm really excited for that. And IG is Fromunda. I gotta say, I don't know what Fromunda is. Hey, what's up, Evgeny? Nice to see you. Oh, totally, Jeremy, totally. It's been really nice communicating with him through email for the last couple months, and he shared a lot of nice things and was very grateful, to get all the support that he's been getting. But yeah, Rugg's gonna be there. Daniel Warren Johnson. I mean, like everybody. Joe Jusko was the first guest they announced because he did the poster. So like last year, it was Sankiewicz that did the poster, and he was the first guest that they announced. So I'm definitely going to be talking to Jusko about coming on. It'll be nice. Like I said, I'm trying to grow everything. The channel's been really good. We are very closely approaching 4,000 subscribers. I'm going to give away one of those Spider-Man Japanese books when I do. So the podcast, direct edition, a lot of personal stuff on there. The episode that I recorded that's going to drop on Monday, I aim for a Monday drop. And I want to give a big shout out to Andrew P. Y'all know him as Andrew PCC. He does all of the synopsis and helps me with the titles. Sometimes if I don't have a title, he'll come up with a title. So he's really helpful on that. And so the episode that I'm dropping next Monday, really personal, definitely deals with, some relatable stuff in there. Maybe some of you might say Dave is an absolute fucking psychopath, but that's okay. I'm not here to be anything other than honest, but I'll share with you my plans. Like, the idea of it is to have musicians and other artists and whoever else I feel like I want to reach out to try to get on the podcast, to have a person-to-person, like, friendly chat. And in that, some of the things that I want to explore is people that are maybe musicians or, whatever, that own their own businesses, that are in charge of like their day-to-day. They're not, working for a company or whatever. people that deal with mental health issues, anxiety, stress, maybe even I'm always down to talk to anybody else who has dealt with substance abuse because I had my own struggles with it. And then obviously like pop culture and the things that we like and we collect and we love. Yes, that is definitely one of those things that I will be once, I'm not super familiar with podcast growth. YouTube growth is kind of, there's a formula to it. There's different ways to approach it, but there's a formula to it. Like, posting often, posting regularly, making sure you do the proper things for SEO and all that. But with podcasting, it's like you have to grow an audience for people to want to come on your program. And a little insight for some of you that don't understand or how I started doing this. I needed to get like the jitters out of interviewing people because it's not my natural thing. And so I'd ask people like Joe Benitez, who I'm friends with, and John Wayshak. These were people that were on early in the history of the channel. Alex Pardee and Dave Correa, and once I was comfortable doing that, and then I asked Jim Rugg and Bob Hall and Mark Wade, and once I had those under my belt, it was like, okay, I can do this. And when I approach somebody for an interview, it's like, oh, here's who I've had, and then I got Todd. And so like when I look at it that way, it's like, okay, that's my business card, is like, hey, I'd love to have you on my channel. I interviewed Todd for 90 minutes. And with the podcast, I'd like to do the same thing. I reached out to somebody today that I won't say who it is because I haven't talked to him in a while, but it's somebody I'm friends with that's in the wrestling industry. And if I got him on the podcast, it would open doors that I would not necessarily ever be open. So we'll see what happens, but it's just a little tough. You got to email people. I don't have a producer. I edit everything. Joe Scar does all the design, so that's great. But with the channel, let's go back to the YouTubes. I just got back from Canada. You all saw part 1. If you didn't watch it, because part 2 comes out this weekend, that's it. It's 2 parts. I hit 9 stores, and it's about an hour and a half worth of content between the 2 episodes. So I hope you enjoyed those, me digging through those shops in Vancouver, and there's a couple more to come this weekend. So appreciate everybody that watches this channel. Like, honestly, I have nothing but appreciation for y'all. Having a good personality helps. You seem, yeah. And Evgeny, that's the thing. Like I've always thought that I don't remember who I said this to very recently, but I came up with a term, and it's kind of a joke, right? Like, you hear people use the term alpha male these days. Well, I'm not an alpha male. I'm an alpha conversationalist. Like, I know how to have a conversation with people, even if I don't know them that well. Or like you said, it's like you get relaxed, and I just treat everybody like I've known them for a while. Maddie, welcome to the West Coast, Maddie. I hope you're having a blast. Joey, what's up? We don't get many. Yeah, way. Yeah. No, I had a great time in Canada, and I gotta fucking say, seriously, there is something wrong with this country, because when you go up to Canada, it's like everybody's nice, but not just everybody's nice. These comic book shops are like, yeah, look through whatever you want. Like I had a conversation with the owner of my local shop today. It's called Stargazer in Tacoma, and we were talking about that, and he's like, that's why we don't keep boxes out here of stuff that's not sorted, because we don't want to have to disappoint somebody when they're like, you can't, it's not priced, but it's like night and day. Oh, thanks, Jeremy. Dude, Josh, let me know when you want to go back up. Hello, Jonathan. Yeah, I saw your text come through. I'm like, doesn't he know I'm live? I hope you're having a great time in Montana, my brother. I try. Not just one, but 9 of them. And if you are in Northern Washington, I know there's a couple of people to watch this show that are, you got to go to Comics Place. So the last store I hit on my way back was Comics Place. You guys saw Django and Jeff, the owners, were on the retailer roundtable I did. And I didn't shoot a ton, but my haul from there I went through. So my haul is pretty mighty on that. I'd like to, at some point I'll probably get up to Edmonton. just because it's another city I've never been to. I've never been to half of the major cities in Canada. I've only been to Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, and Vancouver. So still haven't hit I still haven't hit Edmonton or Calgary. What's up, Dirt? I haven't been to Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. There's a lot of places in Canada I still want to go. All right. So the podcast. Now, speaking of podcasts, I'm going to be on my friend's podcast next week called Nerdy Musings. James Foster, who is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu master. He is a big nerd. He's a local Washingtonian. He used to work at Todd McFarlane's store when he was a kid, Spider's Web. He started a podcast called Nerdy Musings, Mewzings. It's a cat thing. And so I'll be on that. I'll be posting about it when he uploads it and tags me in the post. But you can find the link to his podcast website down below. I don't think I was pretty kind of vocal about how much merch that's available, but the merch store is still open. If you don't want to buy a Dave Venger Con or a Dave Venger t-shirt, you don't have to, but there are C Todd by Todd shirts and coffee mugs, and I think Joe's going to be doing C Todd by Todd hoodie, Sankiewicz shirts, and stuff like that. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do an early giveaway. Let's do the Daredevil first. Hashtag Widow, and I'm just gonna give away this. Yeah, it's a really minty copy of Daredevil 188, Frank Miller cover. Really not much else to say. It's just absolutely beautiful. And whoever wins that, I will also throw in a Sankiewicz sticker. So there's that. So I will have some stuff for sale tonight. Posters, cards, just some random shit. No, but no obligation to buy. But if you see something you like, and here's the other thing for everybody watching. I have an eBay store. I don't talk about it that often because it's if you want to buy on eBay, you're going to buy on eBay. But what I do offer every once in a while, and I do tell people, I know Bill and Vince Bayless have taken advantage of this. I put the link to my eBay store in the description below. If you want anything, if you want to go look through it while I'm yapping my brains off, I'll automatically give you 15% off, and you don't have to pay taxes. So if there's something you want, you could always just say, hey, Dave, I'm looking at this. I can go grab it because it's all within either up on this shelf or in the closet over here. If there's something that you want, just let me know. I'll show it off on the stream tonight. I just figured it would be a fun way to do a chill, some selling. Awesome, Evgeny. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's and you can, if you want to listen to the Todd McFarlane interview, or I know you've heard it before, but I turn all of those interviews into podcasts too to give me a breather. So a lot of you have been with me or friends with me. We talk a lot and know my process is like this week, because I'm not doing a major sale, I can catch up on editing. I can catch up shooting new videos and stuff, but I edit everything. And, the Vancouver videos take 3 to 7 hours to edit. The podcast, I record them and edit. It's 2 hours or so. This is a lot of work. So if I can provide myself with a buffer on the podcast by turning one of the interviews into it works. But eventually the format is going to be, your store saying sold out. Yeah, I clicked the link instantly. Sold out of what? Everything. But yeah, I just try to keep a workflow. I mean, and this is my job, and this is what I do. Eventually, I'm going to need a producer if the podcast gets big enough. But yeah, I'm working more hours than I should be, which is fine because I love doing this. But that's why I transfer the interviews into podcast episodes. All right, let's see how many we got here. We got 30 entries. Let me share the screen. Hope everybody's doing well. Once again, I'm not going to talk spoilers for the X-Men finale, but holy shit, it was great. I started watching Star Wars Tales of the Empire tonight, or before I started the stream. Man, it's so good. It follows what's her name from Morgan Ellsworth, I think, or Morgan, whatever her name is. It follows that character from Mandalorian and Ahsoka, and it's really good. All right, we're gonna do the drawing. 48 people in here, 30 people entered. That's cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna do it in 5, hashtag widow, 4, hashtag widow, 3, hashtag widow, Sankwitz, 2, 1, booyah. Booyah kasha wagwan. eBay won't sell it in Canada. Hey, Dakota, there she is. Hey, congratulations, Dakota. All right, that's yours. Well, Rob, if it's something that you want, you don't have to buy it on eBay. You just tell me. Oh, another thing I forgot to talk about. Congratulations, Dakota. Another thing I forgot to talk about. Friend of the channel, Lance Suarez. Oh, that's a spider. A spider was on my artwork. Asked me to talk about this on Comic Art Fans this weekend, the YouTube channel. They're doing a special charity stream with Mannix. And Mannix, this is his art. It's a charity stream to raise money for, I forget the artist's daughter who's got, I think, cancer. He's doing like this sketch raffle thing. It's like 18 sketches. Anyway, on Comic Art Fans on YouTube this weekend, Mannix is doing it. I'm going to take part. His art is fantastic. And so if you are around, you should be following Comic Art Fans on YouTube. But if you're around, watch their live streams. Kazra, who is one half of the team there with Bill Cox at Comic Art Fans, they're the ones that put on OAX. And I'm going to be involved with that next year. And Kazra's just a great person. So, you know, support Comic Art Fans, but get in on the Mannix raffle for charity. Yeah, I had him do this at OAX. I absolutely love this. I mean, like, look at the way the colors, Mannix, Manix, Tyler. The colors on this. Look at the surfer on the bottom. Yeah, he's a Filipino artist, I believe. Great guy, really nice. I'll eventually have him on the channel too. Once I gotta start communicating with him a little bit to get him on the channel. So that's Mannix. That's happening on Comic Art Fans this weekend. Let's take a look at a couple things for sale. I feel like this is gonna sell real quick. Harvey P. Carr's American Splendor, The Life and Times of Harvey P. Carr. Obviously, the movie that Paul Giamatti won the Oscar for. But this is just a nice little trade. I guess it's like, yeah, it's a trade. I mean, it's more of an omnibus. But anyway, this is a used copy. It's in great shape, but I'm only asking, what do I have on this? I wrote a little list down. $10 if anybody wants it. Introduction by R. Crumb. American Splendor, The Life and Times of Harvey P. Carr. And where did Ed Piskor get his start? With Harvey P. Carr. All right. Well, Jeremy's going to take that for $10. And then I've got, I know I've heard, you know, and Jim talk about him, and I know I've heard Japan Book Hunter talk about Shigeru Mizuki. This is Kitaro, The Birth of Kitaro, published by John and Quarterly. It's a manga. I have this at, if anybody wants this, for $6. Tyler, I will be doing a giveaway for Spirits of the Earth. Probably not tonight. I'll get it done maybe as a top spender prize. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. All right, Leon's gonna claim that for $6. You guys are helping me clear out some space. Oh, okay. So met Harvey back at WonderCon in San Francisco back in 2005. That's awesome. Yeah. I never met him, but you know, I knew he was who he was. Rest in peace, Harvey P. Carr. Yeah. Okay, so you guys saw the pins that I brought back from Canada. Most of them sold, but I'm just going to offer these one last time. This is not like a weird thread or anything. I'm just telling you, last time I'm going to offer these, and then they'll just sit on my eBay store. But thank you to everybody that bought the pins. I had what, 15, 17, and there's 7 left. All right, so Surfer, Psylocke, these are original pins from Planet Studios in the late 80s, early 90s. They did all the authorized pins for Marvel. And you could find the advertisements for them were in like the first 15 issues of Wizard or something like that. So Psylocke is 45, Surfer is 50, and if you can find these for cheaper, you can't. Wolverine is 35, Punisher's 35, Ghost Rider's 35, Hobgoblin's 50, and Nick Fury is 15. If you buy a couple, I'll knock some dollars off. But we'll tell you, I had 2 of these. They one sold. I had 2 of these, one sold. So it's not like they aren't good deals. So there's your pricing on those. I'll leave them down here. And then if you buy a pin, I'll give you a West Coast Avengers pin if you don't have one already, or if you want another one. Those are just going to be free. Some card stuff. Recently found this in one of the collections I bought. What's up, Mr. Collector? This is from Marvel Legends card set in 2001. A really tough to find set, and one of the first Marvel sets, not the first, but one of the first Marvel sets that did sketch cards. Maybe it was the first. Ryan might know. Iron Man by Carrie Andrews, or Carre. I think it's Carrie. K-A-A-R-E, Andrews.com. That's his signature. There it is. What do I have this at? They sell for $100 generally. I'll do this for 80, and that'll include shipping if you want it. Iron Man sketch by Carrie Andrews. And then if somebody's interested, I've got a big, thick case of G.I. Joe. Oh, no. No, Joe. No, Joe. Instead of Yojo, it's No Joe. I've got this. I think it's like 100 cards from the G.I. Joe set. It's not a full set, but it is a huge swath. If somebody wants the G.I. Joes, what did I have that at? $10 for the case with the cards. All right, Vince Bayless is going to take it. Yeah, all right, Ryan. I knew it was either really early or close to early. All right, Vince. Thank you. Carrie, or however you say his name, Carrie Andrews. I'll just call him Carrie. He turned into a fantastic artist. He's got that kind of like a mix between like Larson and Joe Madureira energy. And then last time I'll offer this before I determine if I'm gonna open it or just hold on to it for a long time. Jim Lee, Uncanny X-Men, 91 Marvel Impel, sealed box, or 92. I've got it at $225 shipped. I mean, when you think about what they sell for and shipping and tax, this is pretty much in line. You got 36 packs in here, and chance to get a Jim Lee signed card. Jimothy Lee. What's up, Tyler Pearson's in the house. $225 shipped. I mean, you can make an offer. I'm not going to say yes, but I may not say no. You want to see something cool that I found in a collection that I got recently? Well, I can't show this. There's a lot of nudity in here, but this is pretty cool. Fantagraphics. Creepax Valentina Tribute Art Show book. That's an AP. There's a cool Sienkiewicz in there, too. Yeah, I know. Pearson. All right, so the G.I. Joe random miscellaneous box is $10. The pins are what they are, and the Jim Lee is there, but I'll take those off. We'll move on. We'll show some other stuff. I'll show some slabs off. How about that? I know you guys love slabs. Just kidding. You don't, but it's okay. Got some posters too. Right. Oh yeah, there's no camera angle on this one that's gonna work, but so it was an art show. Here, I'll show you the flyer. So it was an art show they did at Fantagraphics. Crepe. I guess it's French, so it's Crepa, right? Maybe that's how you would pronounce it, but it's a tribute to Crepa art show and book launch with short films by Alex Corcovas. I don't know what year this is, but it wasn't too recent, but it wasn't too far in the past. And this was a little program they did. And so there it is. But there's a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of, I mean, I guess I can show some of it. I just don't want to get, I don't want to anger the algorithm gods, but I at least could show you the Sankevich. The Sankevich is really dope. I may be selling this, but I have to figure out, like, I don't know what it's worth, if it's worth anything, if it's just like a, you know, like a $10 thing. But yeah, I didn't know what Valentina was, and when I got this, I started realizing what it was. Like I said, Vasic, I'm not selling it yet because I don't know the value on it. So I don't want to charge too much, but I also don't want to like charge too little. So I'll probably have it if I decide I want to sell it. I'll have it out next week at the show. All right, so we got a Turtles Adventures number 198, 400 shipped if you want. First appearance of Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady, and the first colored the different colored headbands. Turtles 400. A Masters of the Universe number 196 newsstand from Marvel. 230 shipped. I'm open to offers on the slabs as always. Furry comics, exactly. Batman 366, first Jason Todd in a Robin costume, 9.8 white pager. Walt Simonson cover, 250 shipped. Aliens number 1, 92 newsstand, 92 first print, first Xenomorphs. Dark Horse, one of the hardest 9.8s to get in in the last 40 years of comics. 175. 25th anniversary border on Uncanny X-Men 211, John Romita Jr. First appearance of the Marauders, 9.8 newsstand, white pages. 225 shipped. Hey, what's up, Dave? Dave Korea in the house. The man, the myth. What comic am I wearing? What is this? ASM 318? It's the Scorpion one. It's either like 318 or 319. I forget which issue it is. Hold on, let's switch to Dave mode. All right. And then Long Shot number 198 newsstand white pager. First appearance of Long Shot and Spiral. 400 shipped, or if you want to make an offer. So, but I don't think anybody's looking to buy slabs tonight. But I'll just go through these ones this way and I'll take them off the table. There you go. Oh, what did I do with those? I pulled out. Son of a bitch. What did I do with them? I must have left them in the garage. Ha! I pulled out 2 previews magazines to show off. And I guess I didn't bring them all the way in the house. Oh. No, they are here somewhere. I'll find them. If anybody's looking for a year 2 McFarlane box set figure, 75 shipped. It's sealed. It's large. It's Batman with a flowing cape. Also, I think it comes with yeah, it does. It comes with a paper cape, I believe, like a cloth cape, I should say. So if you want to switch out the cape, that's 75 shipped. All right, posters. Let's look at some posters. Liechtenstein shirt on eBay says medium, but picture says, which is it? Jeremy, let me hold on. 1 second. Yeah, Jeremy, let me get back to you on that, man. I don't know where it is right now. And but I can get back to you. So don't buy it. All right, what do we got here? Check this poster out. It's a nice vintage Mark Silvestri, Jim Lee, Killer Instinct tour poster. It's about, I don't know, 18 by 20 from 1993. $25 if you want it. It's in beautiful shape. It's dope. Ripclaw. what's her name and Ripclaw 2 or Wild Blade or whatever the hell the name of that character was. For those Superman fans, I don't know why Bill McGovern has not bought this. No, nothing for sale, Tyler. That stuff stays in the PC. All right, so Death of Superman poster. This is a Warblade. Thanks, Vasic. I knew it was something. Yeah, they went to Fresno. There's a lot of comic stores in Fresno. Signed by Dan Jurgens, numbered out of 5,000. These generally sell for like, I think around $50. It's not in mint condition, but it's in good shape. I'll do this poster for $30. I mean, Tyler, I used to have a lot more concert posters. I sold the ones the ones that I didn't go to. But I kept I still have like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 Nine Inch Nails posters. I probably have. It is dope. I probably still have about 20 different Pearl Jam posters, some Sparta, and like that's it. I sold a lot of them. I used to have a lot of fucking concert posters. All right, what do we got? How about this vintage Kings Wayne Gretzky poster? Sorry that I can't get all of these on the screen at once, but vintage Kings Wayne Gretzky poster is $15. The great one. And that doesn't have any pinholes, but it was originally, look at that. The inflation's not that much. It was originally $5 at Larry's Sports Center, probably about 35 years ago. So that's not bad. Vasic, I don't have that. And to be honest with you, if I did, that would probably be a PC thing for me. That's my favorite Nine Inch Nails album. Probably yours too. All right, here comes one of the most classic images ever on a comic book, which is Captain America Annual, the Mike Zeck, Wolverine, Captain America poster. Now, I have 2 of these. Once again, not in mint condition. It's got some color breaking on it. It doesn't have any pinholes in it or anything. You could see it's a little, somebody went bloop on it. So I have a loose one, and this one is $40. But I also have a sealed one. That one's $75. It did get a little crushy crush in the middle here. So it's got some color breakers on it, but $75 for the sealed and $40 for the one that's not there. Neither of them are mint, but they are priced to sell versus what you may find on eBay. So $40 for the loose, $75 for the sealed. And you can flatten this out. I mean, if you got it framed and mounted, it would look fine. There's that. And then the last thing I have, the George Perez cover to Infinite Crisis #1. Not Crisis on Infinite Earths. Let me see if you can see that. George Perez Infinite Crisis #1. Superman's on it. Sealed poster, $15. This thing's probably only from like 2004 or 5, whatever. It's when DC Direct kind of just started, but that's $15 if anybody wants the George Perez Infinite Crisis #1 poster. And that's it on the posters. And did everybody see this when I tried to sell this last week? The Art of Neil Adams hardcover slipcase book. You can take a look at it because I don't have to stand up while I'm doing this. $125. I'll do that. $125 ship. Signed, numbered out of 1,700 copies from Vanguard Productions, but this is the Diamond Edition. It's a beautiful book. Obviously, if you're a Neil Adams fan, then I don't need to tell you why you would want this. But it goes through like his entire career, starting with very early artwork and strips, and then we get to some stuff after that in Warp, and then obviously he wasn't a co-creator on Dead Man, but he was very early artist on Dead Man. Green Lantern, X-Men. So if you're a you're a Neil Adams fan, you probably want this. 125 shipped. Obviously, out of print. You're not getting another copy signed. Goes through a lot of his later stuff. You know, I think some of his like TV movie. Yeah, you get some sports cards. And it comes in this nice slipcase. 125. Neil Adams, I feel like I can safely say Neil Adams did everything. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got Marvel Universe Series 2. It is one card away from being a full set. It is missing the checklist, which is the last card. Absolutely beautiful condition. This is 91 Marvel Universe. They typically sell for like 40 plus shipping. But because it's missing one card, I'll do 35. This is my favorite Marvel Universe set. And why is that? Because you got Eric Larson art. You got Ron. I think you have some Ron Lim, but you have Eric Larson art. You got Art Adams. So Larson did the Spidey. Larson did the Punisher. Yeah, there's some Jim Lee art. Yeah, there is Ron Lim art. Like, this is my favorite set. Kayfabe did an episode where they went through this because I think that Ed said this was his favorite set of Marvel Universe. But yeah, this is when they were still having, like, you know, there's Art Adams doing Wolvie. I believe that's Ron Lim doing Hulk. That's Art Adams doing Galactus. Yeah, JR did the Daredevil. That's right. So yeah, $35. It's just missing the checklist. That's all. And if I ever find a checklist, I'll just send it to you for free. That's Marvel Universe 1991. Some of you weren't even born yet. Exactly when the card art was made specifically for the cards. Well, Joey, you know, you wanted it, and here it is again, the Neil Adams book. So yeah, this set's $35, and I'll ship it in the pages. I could probably get it out the door for $10, and you know, I'll throw you a free sticker or whatever, some stuff. Probably throw you some more free cards if you buy this too. What's that supposed to mean? What's supposed to mean, Mattis? I thought I didn't have these, but here's. Oh yeah, the card said, you know, some of you are just children. You want to make fun of my age? I'm gonna call you little children. Got them. All right, Previews Magazine from 1996. You got Spawn the Impaler on one side, and you got the 10th anniversary of Dark Knight on the back side. If you don't know Previews Magazine, well, you should know it, but it's so much cooler than it used to be. Oh, look at that Barry Windsor Smith interior fold out and Brian Pulido article. Because what's cool about looking at these Previews Magazine now is because, like, all of the things that we wish we owned that you could have ordered at the time, you know, just like some of the stupid shit, some of the merch, some of the books. Hey, look, there's the Killer Instinct image. So this one is like a VF, and I'm just asking $8 for this one. If you buy this, like, I can ship it media mail at our own risk, but it's not that big of a risk to take. And then I've got Previews Magazine. This one's cooler. Previews Magazine, October 95. We got Marvelverse DC, and on the flip cover, you've got Friends of the Max. Right there. Gen 13 and the Max. This one's $10. It's in better condition. I don't think it has any circled pencil stuff in here. There's some fun stuff. I flipped through it before. There's a cool section of, I think this is the one, there's some Jeffrey Jones. So this is Previews Magazine from October 95. There's none on eBay, so I just made up a price, $10. Oh, and it has a Vampirella card in it. I forgot about that. Or whatever, Vampirella advertisement. So yeah, that's $10. Anybody want the Previews magazines? I do the pair for 15 if you want them both. If you want to just go through some mid-90s ordering for comic book store. Was that Tom Coker on Max? Well, I know it was Loeb's on the writing duty on this, but I don't know. I don't know who did the art. I never read Friends of the Max. Doesn't say. Let me see if there's. Yeah, good luck finding the credits for that. But that's the cover for the first issue. So if Coker did the cover for the first issue, then it is. I just remember that William Messner Loebs wrote it. Oh, and then the other thing, I just have this binder. You guys saw it last week, but I'll just show it again. This is just some full sets. Marvel Metal 95 full set. All 138 cards for $100. Feel free to make any offers on any of this stuff. You know, you're trying to go for memory. Yeah. The hollows of the 91 set. Martin, I may, but I haven't gone through both of the collections I bought to give you a definitive answer. But I can always let you know when I do and give you first crack. This is a rarer set. You don't see too many people selling these. The Spider-Man Premium 96, which is like they're all embossed and they all have just amazing painted art from different people like Nelson and Lou Harrison and Bob Larkin and Peter Scanlon. That's a complete set. What did I say? That was $50. Some fun stuff in here. All Spider-Man set with the villains and the heroes and the Venoms and the Carnages and the oh my god, he's dead. And then a full set of 93 Marvel Universe, 180 cards for $40 with the full on 9-piece scenery. So if for some reason you're like, you know what, Dave, I would like that entire binder. So it would be $190. I would do a special deal for this stream only. $160 shipped. And this thing is going to require $15 shipping. So you're really getting this at like a $45 discount, which is basically that Marvel Universe set for free. $160 shipped tonight only. And like I said, anything on the eBay store, 15% off tonight. You know, even work with you if you want a couple of things. What else did I? Okay, we took care of all the things that I wrote down. I want to make sure that I went through everything. Is anybody interested in anything I just showed? If not, that's cool. I appreciate the people that bought stuff. Hi. Trying to think if there. Oh, you know what I just found that I had for Max fans for Max fans. I will say they are both probably very expensive, but I have a complete run of the IDW maximized reprints. I have both. I have the subscription cover complete run and the cover A super low print run. The subscription Sam Keefe did new covers for them too. So there's a bunch of art, but if anybody's interested, you can hit me up in the DMs and we could talk price. But they are, I have a feeling those runs, once I kind of price them out, are going to end up being $1,000-$1,500. I don't know. Would you be willing to flip through that first Barks Uncle Scrooge in a video or short? The Treasury, I can't, Mattis. It's a TGC. That was one of the 2 books from that collection that I sent to CGC because it's just too high grade. I couldn't justify trying to sell it raw because nobody's going to pay the price for the, grade that it's in. I sent 2 books from that collection, which is right here. Sorry, buddy, but I'll get another one. How dare you make money, right? Yeah, I spent quite a bit on that. Well, I didn't spend a ton of money, but I spent enough on that collection where I had to recoup my cost and try to make it back in a couple of books. All right, well, Iconic David just said if anybody wants this book for $160, they don't have to pay $160. They only have to pay $145. There's a piece of you that's here with melts everywhere I go. Wolke, you're an idiot. I'm like reading this without realizing who is writing it. I miss you too, brother. If I'm gonna be there in September, I'll hit you up. I may come back to see Pearl Jam at the Garden. So I'll let you know if I'm going to be in town. That's very nice of you, Wolke, just to put a whole bunch of Yellow Card lyrics in the chat. Scott Wolke in the chat, old coworker. I've known Scott for 16 years. Long fucking time. But yeah, let's do the Doom giveaway. Since I was doing it, I was gonna do it anyway. Do it. Obviously, let's take that off. Obviously, you know what the hashtag's gonna be. Yep, Doom. All right, we've got 38 people in here. By the time 5 people enter this, there's going to be 45 more people in. There's going to be 45. It just always seems whenever I do a giveaway, more people show up. I wonder what that is. I wonder why. I don't care. I'm always happy to give stuff away. Remember, if you get more people to join the madness of Davengers, 4K giveaway happens sooner than later. And it's going to be for this, the Japanese Spider-Man book that I showed off in an episode last week. Oh, that's the other thing. I think I'm going to try an experiment next week because, trying to grow the channel, trying to fill a little bit of the void in my life that now there's no longer kayfabe. I may try and do 7 videos next week, one every morning. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get it done. I have a couple that I need to edit that are short, and then a couple of them are just going to be flip throughs, which I think is a fun way to do a video, like a 15-minute flip through of a book, maybe that nobody's ever seen the interior of. I shot an episode that's edited. I flipped through 3 vintage Comic-Con programs, one from the 70s and 2 from the 90s. So I feel like that could be a fun way to do it. There's a couple Golden Age books that would be fun to flip through. So, well, thank you, Vasic. I love talking to Eric. My plan, I'll tell you my plan for Eric is to kidnap him. No, is to, I'm going to pre-order the Savage Dragon Vault Edition. And then I'm going to ask him if he wants to come on the channel and do a flip through of it. Dude, David, I still have not, it's funny. I was talking to Joe on the phone yesterday about the Weasel, and neither of us have seen him since that garage sale, which is now 2 summers ago. And I said to Joe, I wonder if the Weasel knows he's the Weasel. I wonder if he ever saw that, if he's on YouTube looking at the algorithm and showed it to him. But anyway, I wonder what he's up to too. He's probably still a Weasel. I don't think a Weasel changes their skin. Anyway, this is the Sanford Green, Jonathan Hickman, Dr. Doom book that came out today on New Comic Book Day. And I bought 2 copies, one to read and one to give away. And so I'm going to give this away. Le Weasel. Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know the Weasel, there's the greatest garage sale of all time, which was 2 summers ago. So you'd have to go back, but it should be in the playlist, the garage sale playlist. It's me and Joe. We went to this garage sale. I got a Fantastic 448, a Hulk 4, and an X-Men 2, and Joe got a Hulk 181. Yeah, that's him. He's the guy that tried to rip the book out of my hands. His hand is featured in the opening credits. So it's a one-shot, Daryl. It came out today. I think from what I read on Sanford Green's Instagram is that Hickman co-plotted it with him, but it's Sanford Green's kind of first foray into writing. So it's more of a Sanford Green story, and then obviously his art as well. This fucking guy. There you go. Yeah. But more important, Pearson, we got to have people go check out Direct Edition, the podcast, because if that gets major support, let me say, who knows? Will I be able to get Eddie Vedder on the podcast? Trent Reznor on the podcast? Who knows? We'll see. No. So Martin, so let me finish telling the story and we'll do the drawing. Still got 29 people. What's up, Cal? So we go to this garage sale, me and Joe, and most of this is actually on video. And we got there so early in the morning that we were just kind of hanging out at the end of the dude's driveway. He came out. He was really nice, Steve, who I'm actually friends with now because I ended up buying his whole collection. And this dude who was there, like little scrawny dude, was like, hey, just want, like, he was trying to be neutral. He was trying to be like, oh, let's just, pace ourselves, nobody run, and don't push. I'm like, dude, I don't push people for comics. I don't push people in general, but I surely as hell don't go to a garage sale to push people out of the way. I'm like, don't worry, you don't have to worry, none of us are aggressive. And me and Joe are just like, yeah, we're not aggressive. So we talked to the guy, and then he did not waste the comic book juice. And so the dude Steve like finished kind of getting the boxes out, and it was still just the three of us. And he's like, you guys can come up and start looking. I swear to you, I shit you not, it's on the video. The weasel just runs. He runs right for the table. He spends an hour talking about how he's not aggressive and he's not going to push any, and he doesn't want us to get up. And then he just runs to the tables. I'm like, you motherfucking weasel. So we start looking through the boxes and kind of being like, there was like 8 other people at this point. And so I'm looking at the one long box. And he's next to me. The weasel's next to me. He did deserve that. And I said to him, I said, are you done? He's like, yeah. So we switched. He went to the box I was at. So I start flipping through the box and I see the Hulk number 4. And I go to pull it out. And that's where you see the video. His hand just comes right in to grab it. And I just held on to it. I'm like, no, that's mine. Like, I kept my composure. That's mine. And so, yeah, he was a weasel. The shit was so funny. It really was. It's sad. But I never saw him again. But if I ever see him again, I'll be like, oh, you're the weasel. Yeah, I remember you. Don't fuck with the guy with the YouTube channel. Yeah, Martin. Let me see. If you go to my, like, after we're done, you can go to the playlists, right? I'm just doing it right now. Actually, I'll share the screen. Let's do the giveaway first. And then I'll show you the video. No, I'll be taking that. There you go. All right. So hashtag Doom. We'll do it in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Draw. Who's going to get the Doom? Who is going to be dooming out with their Doom out? Oh, almost went to Dr. Doom's. Anthony. Bill McGovern's going to take it. Congratulations, Bill. All right, so you know what? I need a fly swatter covered in peanut butter to slap his hands if that ever happens again. All right, let's take a look at you know what? We can probably just watch it right here. All right, so if you go to the playlists and you go to oh, maybe I don't have a garage sale one. Okay, so we will go to videos. And if you search my videos garage, it's going to be this one, the Comic Garage Sale of a Lifetime.
I don't remember that one, though.
Yeah, no, that was.
Look at these 2 young guys right here.
Dude, that episode starts with you calling me. It's actually really weird.
You have asked me.
Yeah.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, the Turok one. I think he probably got a big response to the garage sale ad, but
Out there.
These ones should be. Let me just make sure that there's not.
Not that.
That I didn't mix it up.
Here you go.
Thanks.
What's your guys' YouTube channel?
I am the West Coast Avengers.
So we're going to go in order just of like. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that was the garage sale video. Martin, you can watch it. DC Graham Morrison. You want to see that? That's a big boy. Look at the size of this fucking thing. I don't know much. I didn't read this. I'm sure Bill McGovern can tell you everything you want to know about this because Bill McGovern probably read this. Spell checker Turok. I don't remember what I have this up for, But you know, if you want it, shipping on it, I'll do. Obviously, media, which will be, you know, something around probably like $10. It's 1 million pages. This thing is chonky, she thick. Yeah, the artist. There's, I mean, like everybody and their mother does art on it. I think the list of the people that did art on here is almost as big as the book itself. But yeah, I don't know if you're interested. It's not all Morrison, okay? Even though it says his name on the cover. Oh God, what up, Sal? Every DC book that month was a number 1 million. That's right, because I had a bunch of them and couldn't sell a single one of them. But this omnibus, I mean, it's, you know, it's big, it's thick. I really don't know what I have it up for, so let me take a look. But yeah, you're always welcome to hit me up in the DMs if there's something on my eBay store that you want, and it will always be discounted. Because obviously I don't have to pay anybody. Yeah, I'd do it for, I had it at 60. I would do it for like 45 shipped. I don't really care. Oh, fair enough. No worries, Jeremy. Oh, it's so heavy. But yeah, so the Weasel, that was a whole incident. That garage sale was great because it yielded those big books, and then I ended up buying all of Steve's collection after a couple of weeks, and he still has a bunch of high-end sealed Star Wars product boxes from Topps in like the early 2000s to the like mid 2010s. He's got a huge autograph collection, which I bought a couple and sold some. So if you're ever looking for high-end Star Wars stuff, card-wise, autographs and stuff like that, I probably can get it. Morrison did the mini. Yeah, I don't, you know, I don't like Grant Morrison, but y'all know that. Just not a fan. Although I do like All-Star Superman, but he's not my guy. He's just not. I get why people like him, but he's not my guy. So yeah, that's that. What else we got coming up? We got you know, if it's not, if people are interested in completing runs, by the way, I've said this before on the program, Uncanny X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman Detective, stuff like that, you can always send me a list. I have a lot of books. Invincible, if you're looking to complete the run, I still have a lot of Invincible. Spawn, a lot of Spawn. Sounds like the shitty indie one. The Weasel. Read Rock of Ages. All right. You know, I would not say I'm not a Mark Waid guy. I just haven't read enough, but I enjoyed his Birthright. I enjoyed Birthright a lot. Obviously, fucking Kingdom Come is fantastic. But I don't read a ton of DC. Like DC never spoke to me except Batman and Sandman and Hellblazer and Preacher. Vertigo. Never read Animal Man. I got turned off from Grant Morrison so quickly. I tried to read his fucking new X-Men. I was like, what the fuck's happening? His when he took over Batman, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Batman and Robin was good, and then like 6 issues in, I'm like, this not for me. Everything I've read of his, I'm just like, All right. It's yours, Leon. What did I say? 45 shipped? Let me just take it off eBay real quick. That's the last omnibus I had. I bought a collection that had a whole bunch of them, and I sold every single one of them because they are very easy to sell. But I don't think this one's as desired as the Marvel ones, which is nothing new. But somebody changed my mind on Grant Morrison, but it's got to be something that's like definitely going to change my mind. It can't be something that's like, oh well, if you like this, you'll like this. It's got to be like this is his thing. You know what? I read the first Irredeemable trade years ago, and I really liked it, and I never picked it back up. Oh, there you go. Unimpeachable. Whatever. I mean, like, that's the whole thing. Like, I picked up the Silvestri run, and it was a contained storyline, except it made no fucking sense. The Authority's different because the Authority wasn't that created by Elliot? Who created the Authority? It was Ennis, or is it Morrison? I read the Authority and I liked it. Yeah, Animal Man's the one. The filth. All right, everybody's saying Animal Man. Fuck new X-Men. Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, it's like, right? Like when people talk about Ennis, it's like Preacher, Punisher, or you know, or if they talk about Gaiman, it's Sandman. And I know everybody says Morrison, it's Animal Man. I think I read the first issue of Batman. I can try again. I can always try again. Animal Man is dumb. You won't like it. Shut up, Bill. Yeah, Ellis did Authority. Morrison did the reboot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I read Authority. I read at least the first that Ellis run. Right after I read Transmet, and Transmet's fantastic. Sometimes reading Morrison is like hanging out with a person high on drugs that you don't look at. I fucking get that way more than I should. It never leaves you. It never leaves you. Like, that is so true. There are movies like that too. That's a David Lynch movie. Animal Man has some hard-hitting stories as well as lighthearted. I mean, you know, I like comics that do that. And all the ones that I talked about. Well, Preacher doesn't really have anything lighthearted. Our Space is like the most lighthearted thing, and it's not at all. If you don't like Morrison, it's not the stuff to try. He hasn't figured it out yet. Well, apparently, Bill, you're getting outvoted on this one, but I can try a couple of things. Oh, yeah, that's right. Miller and Quietly did Authority 2, which was good. I read that. I tried at basically there was this point, and I think maybe some of you that are around the same age in your mid 40s, like I am, you know, I explained this to a couple people recently at the stores I went to. My friend handed me Sin City, Watchmen, Dark Knight, like the Miller Moore Gaiman stuff in when I was about 18 or 19, Sandman as well. And that opened my eyes up. And then from there, I jumped to Ennis, Miller, Ellis, and I read Preacher. I read the first 75 Hellblazer issues. I read Authority. I read Punisher. Like Punisher Born was actually the first Ennis piece I ever read. And that hooked me. Absolutely fucking hooked me. And I read every single one of his Punisher books. I just went through it all. Morrison Batman went sideways for a bit. Yeah, I mean, when Damian comes in, it's okay, but there's still pieces of it. Like when he went through time or some shit, I'm like, I'm over this. All right, fair enough, Amber. Hello. Final Crisis Superman Beyond 3D is 2 issues. Dude, I tried to sell those to you and you told me you had them. I have them here somewhere. This is true. This is true, Bill. Try the Black Glove with J.H. Williams. I love J.H. Williams. J.H. Williams is fantastic. Invisibles is another good. I've heard that too. See, I think, but I think everybody understands that Morrison is definitely an acquired taste. 100%. I was hit by an Omega Beam. Come on. The ending for the Doctor story and the Authority and the ending for the All-Star Superman. There are they? I don't remember. I don't remember Authority. I remember All-Star Superman though. So, oh, there you go. Invisibles is your favorite comic of all time. That's how I know they're good. Read them. I can't read everything. Damn it! I'm a doctor, not a. Shut up, Dave. I read a bunch of shit this week. Let me show you what. Let me show you one of the best comics that came out last week. If y'all haven't read this, y'all are doing it wrong. Blood Brothers Mother, Rizzo, Azzarello. That's another book. If you've never read 100 Bullets, I know that there's, I think it was Jeremy that said Stray Bullets, but 100 Bullets is my favorite crime book of all time. And this is, I did not know what to expect. And I was very surprised at the way that the plot went on this. Another distillery book. Oh, whatever. The two of them are like brothers, and obviously Miller's the little brother, and Morrison's the big brother. I'll take Ennis over both of them any fucking day. Doom Patrol is rad. Honestly, Morrison does. All right, there you go. There you go. Chicken Devil. All right, Rob's sending me Zenith. Batman Death Scene parallels the Rock of Ages story in a weird way. You know what? I really need to reread Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader, the Neil Gaiman two-parter. I actually have the hardcover. It's just I don't have a lot of time to read, and when I do, it's like I try to read as much as possible. Still have to finish so much shit. Yeah, there you go. Stray Bullets versus 100 Bullets. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Actually, Morrison's prose books, Super Gods. Yeah, a lot of people talk about that. I would like to read that, and I would also like to read some of Alan Moore's prose stuff. Yeah, Distillery's clearly putting out the best books right now. Yeah, Blood Brothers Mother. It takes like a second because Rizzo, I believe all of this is painted art by Rizzo. It seems like it's watercolor. I'll show you. So it just takes a second to get used to his watercolor, but it's not too far off from like his regular art. The palette he's using is obviously very Western, but it's so fucking good. Yeah, 100 Bullets is so good. I would always say, Armando, after I read that, I read it through twice. 100 Bullets would have been if David Chase adapted it into an HBO show, because Chase did Goodfellas, Sopranos, right? Was it David Chase? Who fucking did? It was Scorsese and Sopranos and Chase, wasn't it? Yeah, it was David Chase, Brad Gray. Okay. I always thought it would be great adaptation for a TV show. Oh, We 3 is great. We 3 is great. I forgot that he did We 3. We need something like Weekly Shonen Jump in here. That would be cool. Yeah, comics industry can't get their fucking shit into shape. We 3 is excellent. It is very. I read We 3. I forgot that was Morrison. Like, to me, that book requires Frank Quietly to be what it is. It does not. Like Grant Morrison wrote a very basic story, and the beats in it are great, but Quietly is the reason why that book's so good. Alan Moore, is it? It's impenetrable. Wow. Well, thanks, Adam. Martin did. Yeah, but I thought Scorsese was the original producer of Sopranos. Maybe I was wrong. No, maybe not. All right. My bad. You were right. I remember Boardwalk Empire was him, but for some reason I thought he was the original producer on The Sopranos. Flex Mentallo. Yeah, Mentallo. I've had copies of it. I just never read it. When you try, maybe I just needed to get away from reading him to go back and read him again. Adam, I'm really excited to read the second half of Newburn, because I bought the first trade, read it before the Chip interview, and then the second trade, the finale, comes out this month, and Newburn was fantastic. Newburn was absolutely fantastic. Crime comics, when they're done good, or noir, then they're done good. And I generally do not read noir. It's just not. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of noir movies. I don't know why. I like the style of them. It's just never been my thing. Oh, Green Lantern. Yeah, Morrison, I guess maybe also because I don't read a lot of DC is probably why I'm never skewed towards a lot of Morrison stuff. The last time I tried to read Green Lantern was when Blackest Night came out, and God, that was fucking awful. And I'm so glad that I could say that, because fuck Ethan Van Sciver. Fuck him. I ain't got nothing against Jeff Johns. Not a huge fan of his work either, but I don't have anything against him. But fuck Ethan Van Sciver. What else did I read recently? I read Blood Brothers Mother. I finished Jacques Gone. I'm reading X-Men Grand Design in the trade paperback, because never read the whole thing. I realized that it was coming out when I took one of my breaks from comics. So here's a funny thing about Ed Piskor. When I first heard his name and I saw his artwork, and I wonder if anybody else had this same experience, whatever it was, like 6 years ago or so, I thought he was an older legend, like a comic book legend that I had never heard of before, like a guy in his 60s or 70s. And it's so funny when I started watching kayfabe, I'm like, no, this dude's my age. So, I got to pick Philadelphia back up. I read the first couple issues. I liked it, but tailed off on it. Well, Noah, I don't understand, Jeremy, how they're brothers, because Noah's the complete opposite of a person. Like he's if you were to say what is the complete opposite of the biggest piece of shit in the world, it's Noah Van Sciver. Yeah, dude, Murder Falcon's the shit. Daniel Warren Johnson's everything he does is entertaining and it's fun and it's got something in it that makes you like kind of emotional. Yeah, I'm excited for you to keep going with his stuff, Dave. Murder Falcon is like, yeah, it's just like, it's like you can hear, like I said to him on the interview, you can hear the guitar riff playing through the entire book. Like you hear it. Transformers was fantastic. Do a Powerbomb still my favorite thing that he's done. So Sal, Murder Falcon is Daniel Warren Johnson's kind of like, it's I guess it's his breakout. So Murder Falcon's about it's heavy metal inspired. It deals with a very big personal thing in Daniel's life. It's emotional, but it's like Metalocalypse mixed with like hair metal. I don't know. It's just entertaining as hell, and it's great. It's great. Oh yeah. So Leon, fun little thing about Somna. Been talking to Becky Cloonan. Hopefully we'll be able to get me a advanced copy of the hardcover, and then we're going to do a video with the two of them going through the whole thing. So I've spoken to her recently about it, so hopefully we can make that happen. But yeah, I'm going to have Becky and Tula back on. It's metal. It's metal for sure. Yeah, Do a Powerbomb's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite, Vince. Not that Extremity's fantastic too. And Sal, if you've never read Extremity, Extremity is Daniel Warren Johnson's kind of like epic. 12 issues, Mad Max inspired, kind of like an epic war battle. Like maybe think about Braveheart mixed with Mad Max, but lots of cool creatures too. Oh, V for Vendetta is so good. Yeah, Alan Moore, Watchmen, V, two of the greatest, period. End of story. Just so fucking good. And then Killing Joke, obviously. Yeah. So Daniel Warren Johnson, 5 books. Do a Powerbomb, Murder Falcon, Extremity, Transformers, Beta Ray Bill, and then Wonder Woman Dead Earth, which I still haven't read. And then I was not a fan of Jurassic League. But that wasn't all him. So yeah, definitely check it out, Sal. Somna was great. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the blending of the art styles for the dream and the real world, and then blending it a little more. Two fantastic styles, and such a great, like if you're into horror and you like sexy time, then you're into it. And medieval, or not medieval, but witches and stuff like that. It's great. Honestly, like if I actually reached out to Tynion. Hopefully you can get James Tynion on the channel. His new book with Distillery, Spectrograph, was really good. Me and Dave were talking about that on the phone the other day. There's a lot of stuff of Tynion's I haven't read, but I'm current. I've been reading the trades of Something is Killing the Children, and I really love it. I wish the panel layout was a little bit better on that book, but other than that, I still have to go through all Department of Truth, and there's a lot of his stuff. He's too prolific for me to have kept up with everything, but there's another new one that Tynion did. I forget what it's called. Something about something or else. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else in here reads Something is Killing the Children. It's great. It's mythology is fantastic. Whether I don't know how to say his fucking name. His art style is great, but the panel layout is just terrible. Like you'll be reading it, and it's like you think, like the double page, it goes, and it goes like right, left to, like you normally read it, but then you read it, and you're like, wait, did I miss something? And the panel layout's just terrible in that book. Deviant, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, he does put out a book a week. I mean, that's, it's funny how wait, Bill, what are we talking about? What's it about? You got to specify. Something's killing the children. There are these like monsters that can only be seen by certain people, and they kill. I don't know. It's a horror book. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really good. Like, to explain it would, like, I'd have to give away like basically the first story. But it follows a character named Erica. She's badass. It's very violent. It's creepy, and whether Deledra, whatever his name is, his art style really lends well to it, because like you're not sure what you're always seeing, but the panel layout sometimes kills the story, or at least kills parts of the story, and that's the beef with it. But I don't know. I think you would dig it. It took me the first trade to really get into it. But yeah, Tinian, it's very funny. When I do these interviews, sometimes I talk about how, like, everybody talks about in comics how not a lot of artists stay on the same books, do a long run. And they're not as prolific as, guys like Kirby or McFarlane at the beginning of his career, or a guy like Sienkiewicz or whatever. But writers, it switched, because writing, now you got guys who can write like 4 books a month, and people aren't like, oh, this dude's wearing thin. It's just a lot of output. Zdarsky does it. Obviously, Tynion does it. I feel like Tom King does it. Scott Snyder did it for a while. I think he's slowed down a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting how that works. Hey, other David. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well, my friend. I watched the first half of the interview you did with, forget his name, the gentleman that used to work at the Marvel UK. That's the kind of interviews I like, where somebody's talking about it from the history perspective, when they started, and how he was doing the captions for Marvel UK, and then they're just like, do you want to work here? It is mind-boggling, Daryl. Like, if you look at the amount of art that he has put out in his career that's been published, and not just in comics, he is, I mean, like, I collect his covers, and I have his Moon Knight run, and I have most of the New Mutant stuff, but I mainly collect like his covers when I find them. I've got 2 short boxes, maybe 2.5 at this point. Yeah, he's really, I gotta finish it. I watched the first like 35 minutes, and then I had to take care of something. But that's the kind of interviews I want to do too. I want to just talk to people that worked for these companies in a time where the only written history that we get is in fanzines. And holy shit, if you guys see the second part of the Vancouver trip drops this weekend, but I'm going to take some of the fanzines I got. I'm going to do flip through videos of them, so you guys get to see some of this stuff. But yeah, there's like written history. There's not a lot of people on the record. Like, who I'd love to interview, and I don't know if anybody, I know he's still alive. He's very old. I don't know if he does interviews anymore, but I'd love to get Angelo Torres on the channel, because he is the last original Fleagle gang, and like a last original EC artist that's still alive. Like, second generation would be a guy like Sergio Aragones, who came in around that, like, obviously when Mad started, but he wasn't there pre-Mad, I don't think. And Torres is still alive. And so, yeah, I'd love to get him on the channel, but he's like 95. This piece was done by this man right here, Dave Correa. You should follow him on Instagram. He is the person that co-started the West Coast Dave Engers with me on our road trip. Yeah, so that's his piece. It's not the original, it's a print. Dave still has the original, I think. but he hasn't sold it to me yet. It's him. It's him. You know, I almost got Roy Thomas last year. I talked to his manager on the phone for like 45 minutes. The problem is that like Roy is technologically not proficient. So when his manager John is with him is usually when he does the interviews. I'll see Thomas at Heroes, so maybe I can talk to him then. There you do. You still do have the original. I'm gonna have to get it out of your hands somehow. Gimme, let's trade. Anyway. I'm so weird. Yeah, so Torres would be cool. Thomas would be cool. Storanko would be cool, but I talked to him. It's like the way I would have to get. Yeah, I know. His artwork is the tits. Roy Thomas just needs Gen Z nephew to help him out. Yeah. That's another reason why, like, I don't know. I don't want to ask him about it because it's like I don't believe in that. Like, he didn't create Wolverine. Oh, awesome. Yeah, let's catch up at Heroes. Yeah, I'll be there all weekend. Just, you know, I'm going to be just walking around, so, and I'm sure you will be too. I know what you look like, you know what I look like, but we talk in the DM so we can meet up. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I haven't been to Heroes ever. And so it'll be fun to talk to people and meet people and stuff. And my big goal, I know it's not that big of a goal, but I got to convince Stephen Platt to come on the channel because he's going to be at Heroes. I mean, he doesn't really work. He doesn't do comics anymore, but he's like he is one of the people that I grew up loving. Absolutely. Bill, I have not. I may submit a Jim Lee. I may submit a Stan Lee also. I might just anybody with the name Lee, I may submit to get verified. So Lee Bermejo, the Tenacious D song Lee. What was I saying? Yeah, that's all he does is commissions. I mean, he's still I know, you know, it's funny. I'm pretty sure he worked on the Moon Knight show, which is great because obviously he's the second greatest Moon Knight artist ever after Sienkiewicz. Maybe third after. No, I put him above Finch because Splat doesn't do Moon Knight the way he does Moon Knight. Finch probably doesn't do Moon Knight the way he does Moon Knight. Puppeteer Lee. There's another Lee. Yeah, go give Dave Korea a follow on Instagram. Lyrics Lee. There you go. Yeah. Dave is going to be, so if you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, Dave will be at San Diego Comic-Con tabling with his homie, Alex Pardee. So you can go buy original cool stuff from Dave at San Diego Comic-Con. Dave, see, here's the thing. I'm Dave's agent, so I can talk about the places he's going to be. He's going to be at Rose City Comic-Con. I'm not his agent. He's going to be at Rose City Comic-Con this year. He's going to be doing those oddities, a show in Seattle and one other city. And I think that's all his schedule this year. But maybe I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I know all the cons that Dave Korea is going to be at. Us Daves, we know each other. It's in the name. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these hangouts. Anybody have any other questions? Because honestly, it's only 8:00 and I feel talkative today. I haven't been doing the live. I didn't do the live 2 weeks ago. I did the live last week. Most of June. What up, Steve? Steve's in the house. Most of June, you will not see me doing sales. I think I only have one opportunity to do a sale in June. So I'll make it count because I'm going to Heroes and then I'll be tabling at SummerCon at the end of June. So I got to prep for that. Oh, wait, hold on. Who is your daddy and what does he do? It's not a tumor. When is Mignola? Kev, get me in touch with Mike Mignola. I will talk to him for 2 hours straight. You want to know something funny? First time I met Mignola was probably like 2002 at New York Comic Con or something like that, 2003. And I think I got carried away talking to him about Nazis. Because I was like fascinated by Hellboy and how like Mignola, you know, I'm Jewish. I'm not a, you know, fucking neo-Nazi or anything. But I was fascinated about how like Mignola used real history mixed with mythology and lore about the experiments that that Hitler was trying to do, occult experiments. And like, I think I talked like about 25 seconds too long because Mignola like did not want to keep talking about it after a point. It's not the tumor. What is your interpretation on how CGC is going to handle sketches? I don't know. I don't know. I'm about as distant from CGC as I've ever been, you know, talking about them and stuff. That last video I did was because I got the 10, but I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know what they're doing with the sketches. I just know about the autographs. I did have Bob Hall on. I had him on last year. I'm going to see him at Heroes, so I'll probably talk to him about him coming back on, Jay, again. I figure it's just easier to talk to him in person because I want to buy some art from him anyway. I love his commission, so I'll probably get some stuff. Is David, you know, Leon, I don't know enough about him to know, like, all I know is he does cover art, but I can look into it. I like his art. He's a fucking amazing artist. So if I look into it, you know, the thing is, and I think I've said this before, I definitely want to interview people that I'm interested in talking to because I don't want to have like waste people's times by doing like a fake interview. But I'll take a look at his, you know, his stuff. You know who was somebody that I was thinking about? Oh, what's his fucking name? Greg Smallwood. I want to read his Human Target run and then I want to get him on an interview. Hobby Hero no more. Yeah, we'll take the shirt off and throw it in the trash. Sal, I own personally maybe 20 slabs. Maybe. If that, no more. For business wise, the stuff I'm selling, probably about 125 slabs right now in the inventory. That's about it. I got 2 coming back, and then I gotta do a CPR on 3 slabs for 9/8. And I stay away from grading unless it's something that like, you know, like, oh, this is a 9/8 newsstand. I could sell it raw. Nobody's going to buy it raw for $1,000 because the slab sells for 2.5. For example, I have 2 Transformers number 1s 9/6 newsstands. They just need a press and they're 9/8. And so, you know, it's like a $2,500 slab. It's stupid. Like, I don't make these things. It just is what it is. Like, you know, as somebody that owns a business, like I can't just be like, you know, like the perfect example is that ASM 14, right? I knew it was a 9.2. I said it on the video. I said it was going to be a 9.2. Nobody's going to give me $15,000 for a raw ASM 14. But once it's in a slab, they will. And like, you know, it just sucks. It sucks. Is there starting to be a glut of 9.9s? I did not see the Insta post on the Wolverine 1. I just saw the GSX from a couple weeks ago. They are shifting the grading. That's what I said in the video that I did. Like, the grade shift has begun. They want you to spend more money. So they're now making 9.9s and 10s normal. Hobby anti-hero. The comic book detectives, you would need to do some digging. Oh, I can't dig anymore with CGC. He's done more than covers for sure. He and Fraction did run. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did the art on Hawkeye. I got to finish reading that. That was another one that I picked up the first couple issues when it came out and just never went back. Not for any other reason. 9.8 is the new 9.6, apparently. Yeah, it's true. It's true. This is also true if people do get FOMO. Oh, gosh. Evgeny, it's going to be a tie between Wolverine and Batman. Straight up. I love Spider-Man, but I grew up reading Wolverine. I also grew up reading Spider-Man, but Wolverine and Batman. Plus 12 books and 9. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm going to be doing a major art unboxing. I don't know if I'll do it live, but if I do it live, it's going to be this Friday. It's going to be a pop-up major original art unboxing. That's going to happen soon. Big shit. I'd like to know if CGC submission drops off from 2020 peaks, and that's why Daryl, it could be very well one of the reasons. I think a lot of the reason why the 9.9 and 10s are coming out is to shift away from the fact that the scam happened. That shit is a very good tactic on diverting the fact that they got scammed out of millions or hundreds of thousands. Derek, I haven't watched hockey in a long time, but if the Oilers don't have their year this year, it's the Canucks. Fuck the Rangers. No, Bill, I didn't want to do any spoilers because it came out today. But yes, I did say it was fantastic. And one of the predictions that I had made I think I said it to Angel and I said it to Josh a couple weeks ago, came true on this last episode. Yeah. Maybe we're around the same age. We grew up reading the same stuff. What 9.9 do you have, Sal? Dark Lava Scam. It's a great design. You can't tell me that Jim Ballant design isn't fucking fantastic. And then the Dark Claw Adventures, best amalgam character. Yeah, it's definitely a diversion tactic. Look here. Look at what we got. Don't look over there. We've got 2 lawsuits. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Look at me. Look at me. Let's do a surprise giveaway. What do we got here? Luncheon sold. There we go. We'll just do a surprise giveaway. Batman, Superman. Right on, right on. You can always tell a lot about a comic person by who their favorite is. It's usually who they relate to the most. Yeah, I related to Wolverine the most as a kid. 100%. Didn't relate to Batman because I'm not a billionaire. I just love Batman, but related to Wolverine 100%. What's up, Marsh? By the way, got your email today. We'll get it out tomorrow. All right, what are we going to give away? Doctor Strange is great. I knew you were a Doctor Strange fan. I'm pretty sure John, Criterion Comics, that's his favorite character too. I just said, Erwin, I'm not. If I had $1 billion, I'd still do this. I'd still be sitting here live talking to y'all. So, Trevor, certain situations I've heard that for a while now. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. He's just fucking cool. Red Skull and Doom. Oh God. Yeah, Jeremy, that means you're destined. Maybe are you related to a dictator that's alive right now? All right, let's do a giveaway of this comic collector. Let me just pull up the thing. This is a 1985 spring John Byrne cover. This is like take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. First, I got to just bring up the giveaway tool so that I can get that. The hashtag is going to be Shulk, SHULK. Oh, there you go. Is Cal Yeti still in here? Because you and Cal are like the same height. And that's interesting. I never thought about that. Like, I'm not a tall person. I'm just the average height. But relating to somebody that's tall because you're tall, that's as a kid especially, right? Like, that makes sense. All right, Hell Hydra. All right, so this is a 1985 OG like price guide magazine. It's mostly black and white, but there's some fun articles in here. You could also look at the price of comics, like you could buy a G.I. Joe #1 for $12, the pristine mint. That's actually pretty expensive. Wait, hold on. A G.I. Joe #1's $12, but an X-Men 94, $9. What the fuck? Why I related to Sloth from Goonies so much? Oh, Kev. I used to get called Chunk when I was a kid. What's the price of the Hulk 181 here? Let's see. They don't have one. There's no Hulk here at all. Oh, this is just the ordering. Let's take a look at the price guide, though. Oh, yeah. Marvel Comics #1 was only $38,000. Who is going to I'm not going to SDCC. It's Dave's and is on Dave's. Armando, Dave Korea is going to SDCC and Dave is not on Discord. Here's a article on women in comics. by Will Eisner. Holy shit. And oh, that's cool. I'm sorry that I'm giving this away. Let's see. Maybe this isn't a price guide. Maybe I was wrong. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so we're gonna look up the price on 1985. What the value of Hulk 181 was. Huh? $20. $20. 180 was 10, and 181 was 20. Huh? Maybe that's why you like the Giants. There you go. It's pre-Wolverine, but well, yeah, definitely. I mean, we could look up something like Strange Tales 110. Let's see what the first appearance of Doctor Strange goes for. Oh, look at that. It's got like a miscut back cover. Remember, hashtag Shulk to win this. SHULK. Okay, X-Men number 1's $400. I'll take 5 of them. I'll look up AF-15 in just a sec. Strange Tales 110. $60. I'll take 12 of them. All right, we're gonna look up Amazing Fantasy. 15. Cap 100, $12. AF-15. $1,250. I'll take 10. Let's see what Avengers 4 is going for. $150. First Cap in the Silver Age. Oh, yeah, there's probably people you can pay to do that, but Dave's doing a table, so that's not happening. Had a guy offer me 180, 181 for $20 around 1989. Daryl, you bastard. Remember the times 4 for inflation. Okay, I'll still buy 3 Amazing Fantasies at $5,000 each. I have no I don't know. Amber, I don't know. I do not know. But in other news, a Detective Comics. Let's see if they have a Detective 27 in here. That was already an expensive book, obviously. So, but let's take a look if they have it. Okay, yeah, their earliest Detective is $225 because they realized that nobody's gonna have that. But a Brave and the Bold number 1's $400. Jesus. I'll take that for $400. Green Lantern number 1, $250. But let's see if there's a okay. Here's a good one. House of Secrets 92. $25. $25 for a first Swamp Thing times 4 for inflation. $100. I'll take 1,000 of them. All right, we'll take a look at that in a sec, Martin. I've overpaid stuff at $1,200 for. I remember I was given a 181 and a stack of comics by a friend back in '88 or so. I think my grandparents. Oh fuck! Shut up, Bill. Oh, don't make me exile you to Comic Tom because I'll do it. What grades? It doesn't say. This is just the price guide. I keep 180, which is the first appearance of Wolverine. I'll keep them both. Hashtag Shulk for this magazine. All right. Let's see if there's we'll go to GSX in a second. I want to see what they have on showcase for Green Lantern. All right. Showcase 22. First Green Lantern. $300. I'll take 4. Yeah, 180 is the first appearance, but it's not the first cover appearance. And 181's the more iconic cover. 180 is the first appearance, yeah. It's got a great last page on it, just like ASM 299. I have no clue. I don't want to talk about CGC. I'm enjoying this. Habugaboo. Just in case you missed it at Dave VentureCon, the Comic Tim interview sesh, that video is going to drop next week. All right, GSX. Let's see. if it's under giant size or if it's under X-Men or whatever. This thing is horribly miscut, this magazine. All right, it's not under giant size, so it must be under X-Men. Abu Gabu. Giant size X-Men #1. First appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Second appearance of Wolverine or third appearance, whatever. $70. I'll take 20 of them. There it is. There it is. ASM 299 last splash page. Fuck the world. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. We'll see. Oh, wait. Hold on. 1985. So we don't have Turtles yet. Oh, yes, we do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, first print. Mattis, you ready? You ready, Mattis? $30. Claim. Let's see if Cal's TTA 27's in here. It should be. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. $350, Marsh. How many you want? I'm amazed I got any comics in the mail that weren't destroyed when I was a kid. They came in half wrap envelope. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I've seen some subscription books that aren't fucked up. It's kind of amazing. I'll take as many as they have. What's the punchline of the comic? What do you call the ultimate battle between Swamp Thing and Man Thing? A big mess. Because that's both of them. All right, so Turtles was worth, this is not an order, this is a price guide. So Turtles was worth $30. Turtles #1. Cerebus #1 was $200. Just makes sense because the Turtles, I guess, weren't as popular as soon as they came out as Cerebus was at that point. Let's see if there's anything else in here that's interesting. Oh, Star Slayer #2, First Rocketeer, $1.50. So yeah, let's do the giveaway for this right now. You can have fun. Yeah, well, it's not in here, just like Tech 27 isn't, because those were, very expensive books no matter what. Yeah, exactly. They were compared high to LCS. I was living high on the hog in 1985. All right, here we go. Hashtag Shulk, and you'll win this. We'll do the giveaway now. 27 people have entered. Giant size Swampy Man Thing, aka my balls in the summer. All right, here we go. 5 Shulk, 4 Shulk, 3 Shulk, 2 Shulk, 1 Shulk. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? Armando. Thanks for playing, Armando. And now you got more price guides to look through and be like, well, I'd buy all of those if I could back then. But, you know, we can't all be spec gods like fucking, I don't even know, like Arab Seamus. Does anybody want to see anything that I showed tonight for sale? Does anybody want to make an offer on anything? Sold a couple things, and I appreciate you for buying. Come to find out, your balls are just the lifeless, reanimated husk of balls that drowned. You know, Biff was a spec god. All right, Daryl. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully that thing that we talked about happens, which is kind of funny if it does. It would be really funny. Let's see if anybody. No, you never. Who knows if you ever will. But yeah, if anybody wants to see anything again, probably just gonna be on for another 10 minutes or so. All right. Oh, well, Erwin didn't see. Yeah, we'll go through some of this stuff real quick. Some cards. We've got Jim Lee X-Men sealed box, 92 Impel first series, all Jim Lee artwork, 225 ship, a swath of 100 different G.I. Joe cards, from the Impel set. This is $10. I don't think so, David. I had one. I'm pretty sure I may have one coming in though. So if I do, I will definitely let you know, David. 225 shipped. Wait, 386. Oh, this one that I showed. No, I don't have a newsstand. Just have the direct. 386. Hold on. I think no, you bought the one that I had. I don't have a newsstand. I've had them. I'll probably get them again. Anyway, okay. So the Jim Lee box is 225 shipped. The GI Joe cards are $10. We've got the pins, the original Planet Studios pins: Hobgoblin, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine, Psylocke, Surfer, and Nick Fury. There's your price list there. These are cheaper than you would find them anywhere else. And these are vintage from the late 80s, early 90s. What else did I show off? I've got a almost complete 91 Marvel Universe set. This is missing the checklist. So instead of being $40, which is what they sell for, it's $35 because it's missing the checklist. So that's the entire set. Very good shape. These all came from a collection of a person who obsessively collected sets and kept them in beautiful condition. What else? We've got the Neil Adams slipcase, art of Neil Adams hardcover, signed, and the Life of Captain Marvel. Oh yeah, Leon. Let me grab that. Leon, what did I have that up for? Just let me know what the price is, and then whatever it is, I'll just cut the price. So this is a signed and numbered hardcover. It's signed on the first page, 1,700 copies. The Art of Neil Adams, 125. I'll do that shipped. Got some previews magazines, $17. It's 10 for you. Previews magazine, October 95, with the Marvelverse DC, and then the flip cover has Generation Max, which is the Max and Friends. And then Spawn the Impaler, this is August 96. The other side is Batman Dark Knight, 10th anniversary. I said I would do both of these for, I think, $15 for the pair. What else? Oh, I'm surprised nobody wanted. All right, so I've got the vintage Mike Zeck Captain America Wolverine poster. This one's an open one. It's not mint, but it's never been hung up. It's just got some waviness to it. So I've got this loose is what did I say? $40. And then I have a sealed one that's not mint. That one's going to be $75. Once I recover from the con and last week, I'll pick up. Yeah. All right. No worries, Joey. I'll do shit is what I thought you were going to say. I don't remember what I said. George Perez Infinite Crisis posters, $15. This is sealed. I've got the Killer Instinct vintage tour poster, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri. This is 95, 93. What did I say? 93, 94. This poster is going to be $25. Oh, shipped instead of shipped. When I go to the park, I see squirrels. When you go to buy Golden Age comics. With that, good night. Have a great night, Leo. This is true. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'll shit instead of ship. Got the Wayne Gretzky poster if anybody cares. If anybody wants vintage Kings, $15. You know what? I'm surprised nobody wanted to buy this. This is that X-Men art collection. I have a couple. I have two of these, I think. Let's take a look. All right, so Dave, the sealed one. This one's gonna be. It'll be end up being The sealed one is 75, and the loose one is, what did I say? $40. They're not mint, otherwise they'd be a hell of a lot more expensive. But they've never been hung, so that's a big thing. Yeah, I know that's what she said. So so this is a Japanese book, the X-Men Art Collections. It's hardcover, oversized, like like the size of like a, I don't know, it's fucking oversized. And then it comes with a set of prints from all of the different X-Men artists. Let me show you the prints. This is going to be $55. This is a Japanese box set. So that's Quesada, Jay Lee. Not sure on this one. Oh, Larry Stroman, Adam Kubert, obviously the cover for X-Force #1. Wills, Jim Lee, Texiera, Bachalo, Stankiewicz, Kent Williams, sorry, Silvestri, Mignola, Arthur Adams, Alan Davis. What's this one? Paul Smith, Ramita Jr., Stankiewicz, Simonson, John Byrne, Take Shobo, who I'm not familiar with, Chaikin, obviously Barry Windsor. Oh, that wasn't Take Shobo. That was Michael Golden. I was reading the wrong name. BWS, and then obviously Neil Adams. Yeah, so this is part of the box set, Bill. Yeah. I mean, if you order it from Japan Book Hunter with shipping, you're going to end up paying about the same, if not a little bit more. So that's why I'm just like, this is kind of what I paid for it. But yeah, $55. Hey, there he is. Oh yeah. Hi Vangor. Hi Flup. I love you both. So yeah, that's going to be $55 for this set. And it's got this cool little slipcase. Got the gold lettering on back. But I forgot to offer this tonight. $55. But yeah, I think that's just going to be the last thing I show for sale tonight. I'll be back with the sale next week. But y'all got to do me that solid. Follow the podcast. Give me some feedback on the podcast. I really appreciate it. The podcast is going to be the next thing that I try to grow for this whole thing. I'm not going to be neglecting this channel. I'm just going to be trying to grow that. I can do two things at once, right? No, it's in Japanese, Sean. The book's in Japanese, all in Japanese. But the pictures are not in a different language because they're pictures. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Is there anybody else that wanted to hear me yap about anything or ask anything? Sunday, Vancouver Part 2 drops, and I hope you enjoy that. It's about, I think it's like 39-40 minutes. The beginning of it, okay. Oh, here we go. Stuff not for sale. I mean, I said I'm not myself. I'm not dead and I'm not for sale. Maybe I'll do that in 2 weeks. I'll do like a little show and tell of PC stuff. Scott. There's just so much stuff. I'd have to like curate it, maybe do some original arts, some cool books. I'm just not prepared for it. But don't forget to hit the like button tonight. David, I'll see you next month. Mark, I'll see you, and I'll get you a tracking number for everything tomorrow. Enjoy that. Yeah, Bill, I mean, a PC, I'd have to curate it, because I don't have a huge PC, but it's too much stuff to show off on one stream. But yeah, I could totally do that. And I may not have a lot. You know what? I will have a live stream. My buddy's going to be here because we're going to both Pearl Jam shows. And the Wednesday is when there's no show. So I'll do a live PC. We'll do a PC show in 2 weeks. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. I know, Amber. I'm a slut. What's some comics that you don't have that you would like to acquire? That's one. House of Secrets 92. I'd like to own some Golden Age stuff, but House of Secrets 92 and Hulk 181. But that's what she said, Bill. All right, everybody. I appreciate it. Y'all, this was a fun night. Do the thing. I appreciate your support always. Merch stores down below. If you want anything on my eBay store, you could just DM me on Instagram. I'll give you a discount, or you can email me at westcoastavengers@gmail.com. I'll be on Nerdy Musings podcast. That'll drop, I think, on Monday. So I'll be posting about that. We talk for about an hour and 20 minutes. It's a lot of fun. I don't get to go on podcasts too often and be asked questions. So, but everybody, yes, have a great night. Y'all are the best. There is none better. I fucking mean that. And I'll leave you off with little sweet sounds of done messed up. Have a great night.
West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.